What's good, everybody? It's D Brown Shanghai, and NBA 2K18 has been an interesting ride, to say the least. It's been very interesting, but I've taken away 3 important lessons from this game, and I felt like, it was only right that I shared them with you guys. So, without any further ado, let's get into the 3 important things that NBA 2K18 has taught me. The first lesson that NBA 2K18 taught me is that if you polish a turd, it's still a turd. You feel me? Y'all know how I love my analogies. So I'm gonna get it going. I'm gonna get things going with an analogy, all right? Say you have a friend who's trash at ball. He can't hoop at all whatsoever. It's just not his thing, everybody's not good at everything. Maybe he's good at something else, So say one day your friend comes to the court. He's decked out in gear. He's got shooting sleeves, the good ones, like the NBA Adidas ones, the good shooting sleeves. He got the knee sleeves, he got a headband. Now your friend, he's not a different player, is he? He just came to the court. He's the same trash player, but with gear on. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. And 2K taught me this with the league because all of the gameplay issues, all the fundamental issues, and even the way that people play, like the ways that people complain about, you just run a 5-out, you just isolate. Even that carried over to the league, like all the gameplay problems and everything. So it was really just the same bad game, but with a lot of new presentation over it to cover it up. But it was the same bad game. The second thing I learned from NBA 2K18 is that not everything is worth saving. We saw this with NBA 2K. Maybe they knew from the jump that, I feel like we dropped the ball this year and there's no saving this game. So let's just let it die 6 months early and we'll just go ahead over and start working on 2K19. And they'll appreciate the game even more because this game was so bad that it's going to make this one seem even better than it really is. I know the chances that that's what happened is really low. I know that's probably not what happened, okay? I'm aware. But at the same time, they did give up on the game. They did decide, it's not worth saving. They gave up on the game 6 months halfway through. That's not how words work, D Brown. So say you have a homeboy who wants to be a rapper, but he's not necessarily musically gifted. Maybe he's good at other stuff. Music is just not his lane. If he was to give up on music, it wouldn't be that big of a deal because he has other things that he's good at. Some things, you can't have everything, Some things are worth letting go. Right? If that's not good enough for you, I'll give you one more. Say you got a homeboy who's been in an on and off relationship for the longest, and him and his girl is just slowly making each other crazy, and you see it's not gonna work out. Y'all keep breaking up and getting back together again, bro. Just let it go before you drive yourself crazy. Some things are not worth saving. 2K showed me that in the beginning of the year. They showed me, sometimes you just gotta just let it go. And I take that lesson with 2K and I've applied it to my life. Sometimes you just gotta let things go. So the third lesson that I learned, and easily the most important thing that I've ever learned from NBA 2K, cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills.
2K is about their Kareem, and so y'all know this. I don't even got to make jokes. I don't even got to make the little jokes and analogies because 2K in the beginning of the year, how much did a haircut cost you? How much VC did a haircut cost you? 1,000 VC. You usually get around 1,000 VC per game. You telling me it costs an entire? That's like an NBA player having to pay $100K for a haircut in real life. That's what the equivalent to that is. Isn't that absurd? I know that's absurd. And they changed it. Of course they changed it after we put a little bit of pressure on them, but from the outside looking in, it's still crazy. But if you take a step back and look at it from the point of view of somebody who hasn't been in the NBA 2K community for a long time and they're not just this isn't the norm for them, they look at the game and be like, yo, y'all getting finessed, bro. Even though they changed the price of the haircuts, there's still things in the game like emotes and celebrations that still run you thousands of VC. And not to mention the price of VC. If you wanna max out your player at launch, which if you want to play on the park, I'm not gonna lie, you probably have to because everybody that be on the park when the game dropped, they already bought their $60 worth of VC. They already got their player to the 85. So if you want to do that, if you want to play on the park when the game dropped and have a chance, you kinda gotta drop that 80. You gotta get that 85 overall, unless you're gonna just wait until you grind your player to a level that's acceptable to go to the park. You gotta drop that money to get your player max overall because everybody else does it. And then there's my team with their stupid packs and their stupid locker codes. The only reason I call all of it stupid is because I used to love my team so much, but it just got too much. It became too much. They even have ways to make you spend money in My GM. My GM is a single player game mode that It's just single player. There's no, like, y'all know what my GM. I don't even got to explain it. They got ways for you to have to buy and sell, for you to have to buy and use VC in my GM. And really, 2K's greed has inspired me. You know, I feel like, am I really working that hard if I'm not chasing a check as hard as 2K is? Like, am I really working to my full potential if I'm not chasing the check? You feel me? So when y'all start seeing 10-minute videos with an ad after every 10 seconds, just know I'm on my 2K-ish. I'm about my guap. Nah, actually, I'm joking. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. Maybe. I don't know yet. No, I'm not gonna do it. Really, I'm not. But anyway, man, if you enjoyed the video and you learned something with these life lessons that 2K taught me this year, make sure you drop a like. Be sure to do that. I would appreciate it. And if you'd like to join the Shanhan fam, you can subscribe today. And as always, I'm D Brown Shanhan. And at this point, man, you just counting down the days till 2K19 drop, man. It is boring around these parts, you feel me? But I'm out, man.
Always confident, there's nothing that I mentally fear except giving into new trends. Never look for new friends, cause I don't wanna ride with some loose ends. I barely pay a rent, but it don't matter. They tell me bring a plate, but I'ma show up with the platter. Here's the ladder to success, better grab it before it's too late. I'ma be a multi-million-dollar man while you hate. Don't ask who's great, I'm in your vicinity. Drivers